time we never know, and sometimes you really need your player there. It doesn't matter who's on, and you tell them just to control their emotions, and that's what should happen. And we are underway. Johnson wins the tip, and Kibbe controls and hands it off to Crouch. Crouch is on the wing. Fans on their feet till the first bucket is made by the home team. Crouch, crossover dribble behind the back, hands it off to Anderson. Anderson gets a screen from Johnson, cuts through the middle. Layup is no good, and it's kept alive by Johnson on the offensive glass. Anderson swings it to Crouch. He finds Baines. Baines, corner three. Nothing but net.
Great ball movement from the Skyhawks, getting the ball around the key, and great job getting the open three.
You want to see them do that, and Baines nails the corner triple to start this game. Here's Francis. He swings into Council. Anderson meets him. They go to Harrelson. Harrelson is met by Baines. Baines all over him, and he's called for a foul.
And Baines clearly not happy about that one. Thought he had actually got held there. I mean, most players aren't going to be happy after a foul gets called, but a great start for the Skyhawks, moving the ball around, getting themselves an open three. Good energy to start with.
And the ball goes inside to Whitfield. Whitfield looks to back down Johnson. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound by the little man, Crouch, and he looks to push for the Skyhawks. Brampton A's get back on defense. Crouch gets a screen from Kibbe. Crouch swings it to Baines. A few feet where he just made that triple. Crouch once again at the top of the key. Crouch, crossover dribble on Zabas, goes in, step back, tough jumper, no good, and the rebound is gathered by Francis. Hands it out to Zabas. Zabas brings it over the timeline. He is met by Crouch. 15 left on the shot clock. Still early in this game, 3-0 for your Ottawa Skyhawks. Here's Zabas. Zabas goes inside, founds Council. Jumper, no good. Zabas is there on the offensive glass. Misses the putback, and Johnson gathers the rebound. Hands it off to Crouch. Here's Crouch. Let's see what the Skyhawks do on this possession.
Couple open misses there for the A's on that last possession. They're not going to be happy about that.
Here's Kibbe. Kibbe, the local town kid, puts it up off the glass and in.
Great power move to get himself to the basket there. Goes right through his man and gets easy too.
Yeah, I think Francis was looking for the charge there, but didn't get that. And Kibbe able to convert. Here's Francis, gets Kibbe off his feet, not once but twice. An open jumper short. Kibbe with the rebound. Here's Crouch in transition. Crouch all the way to the hole, finds Baines. Baines, power dribble, goes up and puts that one in. And just like that, the Skyhawks are up 7-0.
Great job by Crouch and Baines pushing the floor there.
Here's Zabas. Zabas gets it into Francis. Francis fakes the handoff, finds Moody. Moody, one dribble, crossover, pull up three, wow, nails it.
Nice shot.
Right in Baines' face.
Nice little crossover. Gets himself a little space against Baines there. Baines on the perimeter. Can't feel very comfortable guarding Moody.
Here's Anderson. He goes all the way and misses that one. The ball goes out of bounds. And it's still Skyhawks basketball. Johnson, great. He has been great all year on the glass. Whether it is on the defensive end or the offensive end, he's always there battling and trying to get second chance opportunities for his team.
Well, and such a big body, always able to create space for himself. Does a very good job of backing players out.
Francis gathers the rebound from an Anderson miss, and the A's push. And Calvin Johnson, strong to the hole, is met by Kibbe, and he's fouled. Johnson will go to the free throw line for two. It looked like Kibbe got up there and got some ball, but I guess body contact.
Well, and I think Coach Jackson will be happy with that foul, taking away the easy layup on the fast break. So a good play from Eric Kibbe.
Here's Johnson, first free throw attempt is no good, and there you go. First free throw's off, and it proves to be that it was the right move from Kibbe, even though I think it could have just been a swat, but I'm not a ref.
It is so tough for these refs to make the calls right as the play is happening.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely tough. Second free throw is off. Too strong off the back iron. Kibbe comes down with the rebound and hands it off to Crouch, who swings it over to Baines. Baines back out to Kibbe, who finds Crouch. Crouch goes inside to Johnson. Johnson goes up and puts it in off the glass. 9-3, 6-point lead, 8:40 left in this opening quarter. Skyhawks are playing with some momentum here and some pride and passion.
Brampton's playing with a very small lineup right now. Skyhawks big men taking advantage of it.
Here's Council all the way to the hole, but swatted away by Kibi. And here's Anderson. Transition three is good. Rattles in.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Wide open shots, take them, don't hesitate, and then he did just that. So good shot by Ryan Anderson.
Francis hands it up to Zabas. Pull-up jumper. That one rattles in.
Zabas, so skilled defensively, has been very good early in this one.
Crouch swings it to Anderson. Anderson going one-on-one with Council. Tries to go high over to Johnson, but turns the ball over. Crouch gets back on defense and stops the fast break chance by the A's in transition. We got a substitution for the A's. Coach Mandy loves to go to his bench early, and he subs in Scotty Harrelson, and Zabas takes a seat early on.
And Avita Zabas, we talked about him a bit earlier. Just such a good offensive player. Showed it in the last game with 29 points.
Francis misses on the corner jumper. Here's Crouch. Crouch finds Anderson. Anderson looks to set up, swings it back over to Crouch, who goes inside to Johnson. Johnson backs down on Cavell Johnson. It's Johnson against Johnson. And we got a foul.
Battle of the Johnsons there.
And it really looks like the Skyhawks aren't afraid to give Eric Kibi a chance, giving him the ball down low, giving him opportunities to make plays. So it is really exciting, I think, for Eric Kibi. Not only is he in the lineup, but he's getting opportunities, which is great.
Yeah, and they're running plays for him. He's getting, buckets, like you said, inside. And it is nice, and he's performing. Why not give him the ball if he's producing? So first free throw is good by Johnson, and before that we got a substitution. Stephen Idolet subs in, and Kevin Francis, the bearded man,
wearing his Christmas green kicks tonight.
Yes, Idolet. Lime green. Can't miss him on the floor. Here's Council. Both free throws were good by Jermaine Johnson. 14-5 early on. 7:20 left in the opening quarter inside the Canadian Tire Center. Here's Johnson. Spin move on Johnson, and Cavell makes the reverse layup.
Really, really nice move to the baseline there by Johnson. Just beats Jermaine Johnson and takes him opposite.
Here's Baines. He has the smaller Moody on him. The double team comes. Baines still goes up, gets it a fall, and one. Will head to the free throw line to try to convert this three-point play.
Everything seems to be going in for the Skyhawks today, whether it's N1s or wide open shots. Very, very, very nice move there by Tyrell Baines.
Well, and like we talked about earlier, Brampton with a bit of a smaller lineup. The Skyhawks early not afraid to go to their big men. Both Johnson and Baines involved quite a bit. It has been interesting seeing both of them. They're really taking advantage of the smaller Brampton A's players.
And Baines misses the free throw, can't convert the three-point play. Still a 9-point lead for the Skyhawks. 9, 16-7. Here's Tipping, and he's met by Baines, so this is going to be an interesting matchup. Kibi gathers the rebound off a miss by the A's. Here's Crouch. Let's see if they go to Baines here. He has Tipping on him. Baines, I think this is the matchup he wants. Pull-up jumper, gets it a fall. Baines is feeling it early. I think he's out to prove a point.
Well, and it's got to feel good shooting that right in Tipping's face.
Definitely. They go inside. Here's Idolet on Kibi. Back out to Cavell Johnson. He puts up the jumper and nails it.
Really good offensive start for Cavell Johnson. Looks very comfortable out there so far. A little more athletic than Jermaine Johnson. That could be what's helping him.
Yes, and it goes out of bounds off Cavell, and it is Skyhawks basketball. We got a timeout on the floor, a media timeout. First one of the afternoon.
And that was almost the second time that Cavell Johnson has almost intercepted one of those lob passes into Jermaine Johnson. Skyhawks might want to be a little careful because that could end up hurting them a little further down the line.
Definitely.
I cannot see the fifth player on the court, or did I mention all five? Yes, I did. For the Skyhawks, Baines, Crouch, Kibi, Johnson, and Anderson. Still the starting five for the Ottawa Skyhawks on the floor. Here's Crouch. He's met by Council. Gets the screen from Johnson has to put it up with the shot clock winding down. Doesn't get it to go. And the rebound is gathered by Cavell Johnson. He pushes it out to Melvin Council. Council finds Harrelson trailing. He hands it back off to Council. Pump fakes on the 3 to Tipping. He'll put up the 3 ball and gets it to go. He is a really good 3-point shooter.
Yeah, absolutely. A ton of range for him, and for a bigger player, still can stretch the floor a little.
Here's Crouch. Skyhawks look to answer that 3 ball. 18-12, 6-point lead. They're trying to get it to Baines, who's met by Tipping. Baines, jumper, another one. This one is short. Gets his own rebound, goes up, misses that one, but it's fouled and will head to the line. Good move there by Baines, going after his miss. I guess he knew he was going to be short.
It was his first miss too. He was 4 for 4. He's already up 9 points in the first quarter. That's crazy.
I will say this about the Skyhawks offense right now. I'd like to see a little more movement off the ball. It seems like they're relying a little too much on just the pick and roll. The other 3 guys on the court seem a little left out of things right now. We're seeing a lot of guys standing still. So I would like to see a little better play from that point for the Skyhawks.
And Baines misses his second free throw in the first one, and this attempt makes the second one. He's 1 for 3 on the night. We got a substitution. Zabas is back in for Council, but that's one area that the Skyhawks are struggling in. We're going to see our first action of Justin Tubbs, and Baines will take a breather. They shot last night in Mississauga only 18 for 32 from the free throw line. That's good for 56%, which is very bad.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to be much better than that. This is a professional basketball team, and you'd expect them to be shooting at least around 70-75.
Yeah, and they still won by 11 yesterday, but they missed all those free throws. It could have really been a blowout situation if they would have converted on the free throw line, and that's what it comes down to. Some games it comes down to the free throw line, and if you make your free throws, and so far Baines has missed 2. It's still early in the game, and the Skyhawks do have the lead, but they should look to that. Here's a corner jumper by Kibbe, well short. Zabas gathers the rebound, and he pushes it up all the way back out to Harrelson. Harrelson takes the 3 and nails it.
Great job by Zabas pushing the ball up the floor there. Every time he gets the ball, he seems to provide his team with a little bit of energy. He's an excellent player.
At the next dead ball, we'll see Fred Sturtevant check in, so Coach Jackson going to his bench. Here's Johnson backing down Idalet. He does have the height advantage, but not the size. Tubbs, first 3, no good. Long rebound is gathered by Zabas. He pushes it, finds Tipping. Tipping back out to Harrelson. Deep 3. That one gets to go.
On fire, Harrelson, on fire. This guy does not miss.
That one was from Orleans.
I would say Orleans. I was going to say more Gatineau.
Yeah, Gatineau.
I saw him on Maloney there. That was crazy. Crazy. Harrelson.
Here's Anderson, goes inside to Johnson. Johnson goes up, loses possession of the ball, goes out of bounds, and it is Brampton A's basketball. Here's Fred Sturtevant, subs in, and Eric Kibbe will take a breather.
See, they're pretty aggressive when they get on the offense. They run the floor really quick. So Ottawa needs to also run faster, going on transition defense.
Yeah, and it's just a 1-point game for the Skyhawks right now, 19-18 with 3:20 left. And just like that, Zabas gives the A's the lead by 2 in their first lead of the game, 21-19. Turn of events early on in this game, George.
Yes, Zabas is definitely going to be the X factor today. He is the guy that we were talking about in the pregame who you need to look out for. He was on a tear last time against Ottawa, and he's been playing phenomenal, especially in the 5-game series going into the 6th game here against Ottawa.
Well, and they're already using the 3 to get back in this one. It's
crazy.
Yeah.
Coach Magley does left to go to his bench early on, so
yeah.
No surprise there.
No surprise at all. And excuse me, that Zabas 3 was actually their 5th 3 of the quarter. So wow. 15 of their 21 points right now coming from the 3-point play. They've been excellent. Skyhawks really need to do a better job on the perimeter defense.
Yeah, if you stop those or limit those or you can still give them up, but if you get a hand in the face, obviously it's going to be harder for them to convert them. Here's Rose and Kong as well sub in, so Coach Jackson going to his bench to see what they can get. Sturtevant all the way, but gets that swatted by Cavell Johnson. Still battling for the loose ball, but Johnson gathers it and hands it off to Zabas. So deadly in transition, pulls up, doesn't get the jumper to go, and the rebound is gathered by Tubbs, and Tubbs is pushing it. Tubbs slows it down a bit, pump fakes.
Nice hesitation.
Crossover, but gets it stolen, and here's Zabas. Zabas goes, and good defense by Kong, poking that one away.
Excellent play by Bull Kong. Only man back, somehow makes the suicide play and gets the ball out of Zabas' hands. It'll be interesting to see Mike Rose playing point guard right now for the Skyhawks. It'll be interesting to see how he can defend Zabas. We know he's a very good offensive player, but Zabas is really going to attack him here, so a big test for Mike Rose.
It is a test, and Rose still playing the point guard, the backup point guard position, because Stephon Welsh has still not been cleared by FIBA. They're off for holidays, so there are still people that are off for the holidays, and he'll be back in the new year. And unfortunately, the Skyhawk fans won't see him perform live here in the Canadian Tire Center until the 23rd of January. That's the next home game, but we'll get to that a little later on. Here's Rose, coast to coast, no good, but Sturdivant is there for the two-handed putback jam.
Legs, Sturdivant, legs.
And Sturdivant, just a ton of power. Not the biggest guy, but so lanky and strong getting to the basket.
He takes advantage of that lankiness, I'll tell you that.
And Whitfield, good move inside, getting Kong off his feet and just lays it in. 23-21 lead for the Skyhawks, but I think that's a mistake. It should be 23-all, and it is. A minute 45 left in this quarter. Here's Anderson. He's met by Harrelson. Gets the screen from Sturdivant, doesn't take it, instead pulls up for a three, no good, and Tipping gathers the rebound, and he'll bring it up himself. Swings it to Francis, who finds Zabas. They go inside to Whitfield. Kong is on him. Kong giving him no room to breathe. They go inside to Tipping, back out Harrelson. Another three, nothing but net.
Absolutely can't miss right now, and Skyhawks got to figure out some way to at least slow Harrelson down.
So much for that 9-point lead earlier.
Yeah. And here's Tubbs. Tubbs behind the back. He goes all on Tipping and kicks it out, but he is fouled. Trying to find Kong in the corner.
And we saw the missed three by Ryan Anderson on the last possession for the Skyhawks. Again, George talked about this during the pregame. He is a very good three-point shooter, but he needs to be much more selective with his shooting. Forces way too many shots, and that one was definitely one of them. Almost was facing a double team and decided just to pull a couple crossovers and shoot a three. Not a smart play there from Ryan Anderson.
Absolutely. If I was Coach and Coach Johnson, I would not be too pleased with seeing that. Coach Jackson, I apologize.
And here's Kong. Kong all the way, puts it up off the glass and in.
Nice move to the basket there by Kong, looking a little awkward, but getting it done in the end.
Yeah. As long as you get the ball through the rim, that's all that matters. Here's Harrelson. Swings it to Whitfield. He was met by Kong. Whitfield back out to Zabas. Zabas. There's a switch. Kong's on him. Still puts it up. Nothing but air. And Sturdivant battles there and gathers the rebound. Rose. Rose pushes it. Rose will pull up for the jumper. No good. In and out. And here's Harrelson. Puts it out to Zabas, and Zabas wants to hold it for the last shot of the quarter. 10 seconds left in this quarter. Gets the bigger Kong on him. 4 seconds left. Zabas with a crossover dribble all the way to the hole. Puts it in, up off the glass and in. Zabas crosses him up and takes it to the hole and puts it up off the glass just like that. At the end of one, the A's have a lead, 28-23, up by 5 after the Skyhawks got up early by as much as
play the same. And they just shoot a lot of threes, and they spread the ball around. So between the three-point shooting and Avitas Zabas getting the ball into the paint, they've really taken it to the Skyhawks so far here, and the Skyhawks are going to have to be a lot better. But I mean, no surprise that the Skyhawks are losing going into the second quarter. It seems to be a theme.
Yeah, after especially getting up early on in the first quarter, they look to they always get up and get those points early on in the opening quarter and build a lead, but just can't maintain it. It's as simple as that.
And whatever that may be, the Skyhawks are going to need a way to fix it. I think they're very happy with their second half performances right now, but they can't seem so, especially late in the fourth quarter, after a couple substitutions have been made, they seem almost listless, so that's going to have to improve.
And here's Zabas, goes to Whitfield, who is met by Kong. Zabas loses it out of bounds, and it is a turnover. Skyhawks basketball.
I thought that was Dennis Rodman for a second, the way he dove into the stands like that sideline. That was pretty impressive there.
He didn't kick a cameraman, so
no, he didn't.
Couldn't be like Dennis.
And I think he's missing the color in his hair. Here's Kong. Kong all the way to the hole. Goes out of bounds. And it's off Kong and out of bounds to the A's. Real bad move there. Kong left his feet and didn't really know what to do with it.
Getting to the basket, a little awkward. He had done the same thing on the last time. He was lucky that the last one went in. Not so lucky there, getting absolutely rejected.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Here's Francis. The bearded man is met by Sturtevant, and he throws it away. Kong. And here is Crouch. Crouch swings it to Kong. Kong will take a three. No good, and that rebound is by Sabas. I don't know, Kong is just calling his number out today.
Yeah, he's showing a lot of confidence in himself, to be sure.
And Zabas makes that jumper look easy.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a push off there from Zabas, but I think he'll be very happy with it.
Here's Crouch. Crouch swings it to Rose. Rose. Now we're seeing Crouch play alongside Rose, so takes off the ball handling duties from Rose. Another three-pointer by Kong. That one's no good. And Kong has gone cold, missed his last three shots, including 2 3-balls. Probably not the best shot selection either.
It's interesting that he's taken 3 shots in a row, much less missing.
Here's Council. Council spins, Tubbs all over him. He goes up and is fouled and will head to the line for 2 fouls on Tubbs.
And something you noticed there on that drive, no real help defense to give Tubbs help. I thought Tubbs' defense on the perimeter was excellent, but no one sliding over, no rotation to give Tubbs a second man that he could rely on there, allowing Council to get to the basket and get a foul.
And here's Council, and as you were saying that, Council makes the first one, and Kong checks out. And Kibi is in, as well as Baines. And Rose takes a seat. So the Skyhawks going a little bigger with Kibi, Sturtevant, and Baines up front.
Absolutely, yeah. Kibi, very, very big to be playing the 3, so a definite size advantage there.
Here's Sturtevant. Sturtevant all the way, thumps it off to Kibi, who loses control of that one, but it gets back to Baines, who doesn't get that one to fall, just tiptoes off the rim. And in transition, here are the A's. Council, he's met by the bigger Baines. Let's see what he does here. Drives, finds Francis. Francis goes all the way to the hole, puts it up, is fouled, and will head to the line for 2.
And again, Skyhawks not quite being able to get back. Their defense just a little lacking right now. And maybe it is that motioning, those help defenses that they need to improve on a bit, because they definitely have had some weaknesses.
Especially the transition. Like, you need to run as fast as you can. You cannot slack. You can't just stay there, celebrate scoring a basket. You're not even making your baskets, and you're still taking your time to go back. You cannot do that.
Francis makes the first free throw, and just like that, the A's have a 10-point lead, 33-23, with just under 10 minutes left in this opening half.
Yeah, absolutely. They've just really taken it to the Skyhawks after such a good start from the Skyhawks. But offensively, the Skyhawks have just gone cold. I can't remember the last basket that they made.
They haven't made a basket in this quarter.
Yeah,
so it's been a while.
Here's Crouch. Swings it to Anderson. Anderson, let's see if he can get going. Gives it to Kibi. Kibi finds Baines inside. He is the high man for the Skyhawks. Goes up and is fouled and will head to the line. Good move by Baines. Yeah,
absolutely. A power move, getting himself a foul, and I think that's what the Skyhawks need to do. You saw a couple plays to bowl Kong there, 3-point plays, not great shots. The Skyhawks are at their best when they're feeding Johnson and Baines down low. That's been the case all season, and I think it's going to be the case in this game if they want to get back in there.
Baines makes the first one.
He's actually the only player in double digits right now in the entire game, and they're still losing by double digits right now, so make it 9 now.
34-25, 9:35 left in this opening half. Here's Cavell Johnson, who's met by Jermaine Johnson. The battle of the Johnsons once again. Here's the cutting Council. Nice feed by Francis, but he is fouled by Anderson.
And Anderson not too happy with that foul, but he definitely looked like he got to the arm there.
It was an obvious foul on the arm.
But again, a pretty easy drive for Brampton, and although the Skyhawks have a bit of a bigger lineup in right now with Keeby and Baines and giving them almost three big men type players, they're getting driven on a bit. Brampton being able to get to the basket at least early in this quarter.
Here's Anderson, Keeby. Keeby goes in, finds Johnson. Johnson, power dribble, gets his players to go up. It goes out of bounds to the Skyhawks. So Cavell Johnson and Kevin Francis, good defense there, crowding Jermaine.
A lot of contact there too, actually, on Johnson. You'd think that would have been a foul, but it was all ball.
And I've been very impressed with Council so far. His defense inside has been excellent. Or excuse me, his defense on the perimeter has been excellent.
Here's Baines. Baines, corner jumper, no good. Rebound, Francis. He gives it to Zabas, and Zabas pushes it up for the A's. Gives it to Council. Council pumps on the three. They swing it around. Here's Moody. Moody gives it to Johnson. Back out to Francis. Francis, his three, no good. Rebound by Jermaine. Here's Crouch. Crouch almost loses control of the ball. Goes all the way, puts it in off the glass.
And a great play going into the bigger Francis there. Going in with not reckless abandon, but just a bunch of confidence, getting to the basket and getting an easy two-way.
Here's Council. Council up, no good. Rebound by Keeby. Keeby hands it off to Crouch, and let's see what the Skyhawks do here. Crouch will pull up for the three and hit it! Crouch is feeling it, the little man.
Recheck for Crouch.
After a bit of a slow first quarter, a nice start to the second quarter for Crouch.
5 quick points. And here's Cavell. Cavell spin move on Jermaine. Goes up. Awkward shot, no good. Anderson with the rebound, and the Skyhawks have numbers. Anderson bounce pass to Baines. Baines goes up and lays it in. That's 7-0 run.
And the Skyhawks, one of the things they can do, we've seen it since early in the season, getting out in transition, getting points very quickly.
Moody, nice pump fake on Baines. Doesn't get the shot to go. Keeby with another rebound.
Keep this run going here.
Here's Crouch. Let's see if they can add to it. It's a 7-0 run. Crouch, crossover dribble on Zabas. Finds Anderson. Thought about the three. Didn't take it. Goes in. Gets fouled. And will head to the line. Misses that one off the glass, but will head to the line for two.
And something that's interesting with the Skyhawks I'm finding is that on the offensive side, a little more ball movement would be nice. We're seeing a lot of shots early in the shot clock. Not only is that maybe not giving them the most open of looks in the world, but having these shots so early in the shot clock with guys kind of shooting a bit unexpected, is that hurts you in your transition defense as well. Guys aren't getting back on time. Shots are almost unexpected. You're seeing these long rebounds. So a little more patience from the Skyhawks would be nice.
And Anderson, a rare miss at the free throw line. Rims out. Let's see what he does with the second attempt.
Anderson, a bit of a slow start to this game so far. Probably
makes
not,
the second one.
Would probably like a little more called his way in the second.
Here's Tipping in transition and nails the open three. Like you said, they're not getting back, and they give up another three ball. Just like that, their 8-0 run is stopped. 39-33, 6-point lead, 7:15 left in the opening half. You're listening to Ottawa Skyhawks basketball on CKDJ 1079 and streaming live on sportslive24.net. And Keeby is called for a travel. Unforced error and unforced turnover there.
Yeah, some problems for the Skyhawks here. After the little run, need to settle things down a bit.
Here's Idolet. Idolet turns around. No good. Baines with the rebound. Hands it off to Anderson, who sends it to Crouch. And he nails another three ball. Crouch in transition.
Well, we talk about them maybe waiting a little longer in the clock to take shots. But if you're going to hit transition threes, you might as well. Dries Crouch takes 6 points.
Especially with his current heat check that's going on right now.
And we got a foul off the ball on Ryan Anderson. Coach Jackson talking to the referees, telling them he likes the call they made even though it was on his player. I guess he wants it on both ends. Tipping another 3-ball. That one's too strong. And Kibi.
Soaring up there.
Yes, exactly. Gathers that rebound. Here's Crouch on Moody. Crossover dribble. Crouch goes inside to Jermaine Johnson. He's got Steven Irelet on him. He backs down Irelet. Back out Johnson. Crouch. Another 3. This one's short.
Irelet has done a really good job defending Jermaine Johnson in this one.
His length is definitely helping. And it goes inside to Cavell. Cavell turned around jumper. No good. Gets his own miss, but that didn't hit the rim. So the shot clock's winding down, and Irelet puts up an air ball. Here's Anderson. Anderson in transition. Gives it to Kibi. Kibi, hop step, goes up, puts it in.
Kibi showing a ton of power down low. Huge hop step. Getting himself a bunch of space and then just rolling it in the net.
It goes inside to Harrelson. Harrelson turnaround jumper. Short. Rebound by Irelet. Irelet puts it up. And we got a foul on the ground on Kibi. I don't know if that's the right call. I don't know. I didn't see a foul there. But once again, I am not a referee. But I wouldn't agree with that one. And Kibi's upset. And we got another media timeout on the floor. 39-38. The Skyhawks are right back in it. Being down by as much as double figures themselves. Trails just by 1.
Led by Jairus Crouch. We could hear him all the way from here. I actually thought he was going to be a referee for a moment there.
Yeah.
With the way he was just going at the referees there and telling me he likes it. He doesn't like the call. I don't know what he likes anymore.
Well, I think he liked the call that the referees made. I think he just wants to see a little consistency from the referees, and that's what he was trying to talk about. Just maybe making sure that calls were being made on both
the right
sides
calls,
of the floor.
Yeah, that's it. I think so. Maybe because the A's were getting away from off-the-ball fouls, and maybe he wants to see it called on both ends. That's pretty much what the coach wants. But other than that, I think his team has played well to get back in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, they've been really good during this second quarter, offensively at least. In pushing the ball a little more, using their speed, not necessarily waiting farther in the shot clock, but moving the ball around and getting themselves a few more open shots.
And Irelet makes the first free throw. Second attempt, off to the right. Here's Crouch. Hands it off to Anderson. Anderson swings it to Kibi. They go inside to Jermaine Johnson. Jermaine Johnson backing down Irelet. Goes inside. Off the glass and in. Good strong move by Jermaine. And there it is. The three-pointer in transition. Nailed by Harrelson.
Quick buckets right there.
Harrelson just can't be stopped right now.
Anderson crossover dribble. Goes all the way inside. Gets that one swatted. And here's the A's. Tipping. Hands it off to Harrelson. Pump fakes on the 3. Tipping goes inside and it goes out of bounds and will remain with the A's. Good defense there by Baines.
Tipped it out of bounds.
Yeah, absolutely. And you saw a little bit of a smirk from Tipping there. I think he would have wishes he took that 3 rather than passing it inside. Definitely had enough room to take that. And so he was a little disappointed in himself, I think, there.
Harrelson another 3. That one's off. Short. Anderson with the rebound. He'll bring it up himself. Swings it to Kibi. Kibi, top of the three-point line. Swings it to Crouch. Back to Baines. Baines goes in. One-handed jumper. No good. Johnson had that and lost possession. Zabas. Swings it to Irelet. Harrelson. Tipping. He puts up the 3 ball. Gets it a fall.
And more great ball movement to find the 3 by the Brampton A's. Moving it around the key. Zabas and Harrelson and Moody all involved. So again, great play from the A's.
Here's Baines. Baines against Tipping. This is the matchup that everyone was looking forward to. Baines, nice spin move. Up and good.
And everyone was looking forward to it. And Baines has really taken advantage of it. He seemed like he's had a little extra energy today.
And Tipping is called for the charge. Good charge taken there by Baines.
And so again, we go right back to it. Maybe a little more energy from Baines. He's a guy, one of those guys who we said has had a problem with transition this season and his transition defense. Doing a great job there, getting back and forcing the charge.
16 points already for Baines, and the half is not even over yet.
Still got 3:40 left in this opening half. George 46-42. Anderson 3 gets it to go.
No foul there.
Might have got hit there on the shot right after. That's still considered a foul. Can't touch the shooter until the shot is until he lands actually. And here's Cavell to Harrelson. Harrelson thought about the 3. Anderson, nice closeout.
Shoves him.
Zabas, they go inside to Cavell. Cavell, spin move. Puts it up, and there's a foul.
And again, Skyhawks not happy about that. I've liked Cavell Johnson's game a lot tonight. He's been very active, very athletic big man for the Brampton A's. Has been good defensively, but we talked a bit about it earlier in the first quarter. He seems quite dynamic offensively tonight as well, getting involved. You see him taking the shots here. He has a bit of a mid-range game, but also a few good post moves as well.
Johnson's first free throw rattles in and out. Let's see the second free throw. Just a 1-point lead. The Skyhawks have battled back. They did have the early lead, and that one's off as well. Baines with the rebound. Here's Crouch. Crouch slows it down a little with the crossover dribble. Crouch all the way into the hole. Goes up off the glass and good. The little man so active.
Yeah, absolutely. And Crouch just getting involved, getting everyone involved in the offense, and I think that's why Darian Jackson likes him so much. Is just the field general that he is.
A nice strong move by Whitfield to get that one to go. And Crouch gets it to go. And one. Blocking foul on Zabas.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Baines and Crouch show right here at the Canadian Tire Center.
Definitely. They've got it going on, and they've brought the Skyhawks back into this one after they went up early and then down early. And it is a 1-point lead for the Skyhawks now, 49-48.
Absolutely, and a great play there by Jarice Crouch, making himself a little space. Great crossover.
And he converts it.
Absolutely, and so a 3-point play puts the Skyhawks up by 2.
Here's Whitfield. They go inside to Kevin Francis. He backs down Kibbe. Turnaround jumper. Good.
Kevin Francis, a really fun player to watch basketball. Seems like he always has a smile on his face. Fun to see his big beard. Just loves playing basketball.
Yeah, makes a shot and always has a smile on. Always active on defense. Here's Kibbe. Strong move, no good. Johnson is there to clean up the miss. Looks like this one's going to be a high-scoring game.
Absolutely. Already 50 points, 2 minutes left.
Here's Tipping. Tipping drives in. Back out to Harrelson. Harrelson, 3-ball, no good. Rebound by Baines. Baines puts it up to Crouch, and he throws the lob to Tubbs, but he misses it. The pass was a little bit off, and I think they rushed it just a bit. Tubbs didn't really get a good, clear run, and if he would have got that, I think he would have converted the dunk. But in transition, the A's tie it up at 52 with a minute and 40 seconds, a minute 35 left in this opening half. Crouch.
Could have been the highlight of the year right there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they love to get on transition, and Crouch loves to find Tubbs. Here is Tubbs, puts up the 3 and nothing but net.
Yeah, he makes up for that missed oop with a very big 3 right there.
Here's Whitfield, swings it to Francis. Francis, the bearded man, is guarded by Kibbe. He gives it off to Zabas. Zabas all the way to the hole. Acrobatic layup. Good. And one.
That was very aggressive by Zabas. Nice and one play right there.
Let's see if he converts this 3-point play to tie the game up at 55 apiece. Zabas is at the line. The free throw is no good. Can't convert on the 3-point play, and the rebound is gathered by Baines. Last minute of the half. Crouch to Tubbs. Tubbs. Crossover dribble. all the way to the hole, loses control, and here's Tipping. They got numbers, 3-on-1. Let's see Tipping hands it off to Whitfield, who throws it down with one hand and will head to the free throw line to convert the three-point play.
See, the problem with that was there's literally one player from the Skyhawks back on transition, and that is completely what's wrong with that play right there for the from the Skyhawks perspective. Very nice play, though. Very, very nice play from Whitfield, but it was the transition D that was a problem with that, and they took advantage of it.
And not only that, he's getting to the line to try to convert the three-point play.
Yeah.
I don't think Crouch, he should have fouled him hard and prevented the bucket, but didn't. And he makes the dunk, and we'll see if he can convert. And no, he can't. They're having trouble converting their three-point plays. Here's Crouch. 56-55 lead for the A's with 30 seconds left. Crouch will take the three and hit it. Crouch is feeling it tonight.
He hasn't ended the heat check yet. It's been going on for the entire quarter.
Crouch has really brought them back into this game. Here's Zabas trying to hold it for the last shot of the quarter. 10 seconds left. 58-56 lead for the Skyhawks. Crouch, and it is a corner three. No good, air ball, and the quarter is over. 58-56 lead for the Ottawa Skyhawks, and it looks like that's the end. I think there might be a shot clock violation. We're gonna stay here. Might be a shot clock violation. The referees are gathered and discussing this. We don't know what's going on. It might be a shot clock violation. Players still on the floor.
Very tight game, though.
And let's see what the call is from the referee. 0.4 seconds on the clock, and it will be Brampton A's basketball.
Can they do something with this 0.4 seconds, though? That's the question.
Throw a lob.
Or do a Derek Fisher, for that matter.
Derek Fisher, I remember that shot like it was yesterday. And it is Jordan Hamilton to inbound. Sorry, Jesse Tipping. Tipping, and it's stolen by Kibbe, and Kibbe throws it up, goes into the crowd, almost knocked someone out. And that is the end of the first half. 58-56 lead for the Skyhawks, and we're gonna throw it to Corey Mess, who's on the sidelines. He will be with, it looks like, Coach Jackson. So let's throw it to Corey. Corey.
And we're speaking to the head coach of the Ottawa Skyhawks and former NBA champion, Jerian Jackson. And Jerian, your boys, a great, good first half, coming into the with a lead into the second.
Yes, this is a great game, great crowd. I'm glad to see everybody coming out. The guys are playing hard, and we're playing against a good team. So this should be a good little rivalry as we go down the stretch during the next couple of months in this season. So great first half. Hopefully we can come out with the win in the second half.
So what can we expect to see in the second half?
Just a tough competition. As you can tell, two of the top teams in this league. We're trying to find some energy after having played 2 road games the past couple of days. So, but I expect us to, just to compete, and we should come out in first place. We should. We'll see.
Thank you very much, Coach. Have a great second half.
All right. Thank you.
With Coach Jackson. Good interview there. And they're up, Skyhawks up 58-56 at halftime, and hopefully build on that lead in the second half.